The very first visit, which was super exciting. I was super nervous. I actually went to the wrong prison. There was like a crazy loony house prison right next to theirs. He was at Pleasant Valley, so whichever one is like right next to it is where I went. And I was like, "Oh my god, what am I doing here?" And I got so scared. And that guy was like, "Oh no, you're here at the wrong place. You need to actually go, down the street a little bit more." And then that's when Johnny called me. I also got a friend who messaged me and was just like, I know you're not there, and I know you're not shopping with your mom. Like, what are you doing at this prison? And I told her, like, I came clean. I was like, yeah, I'm meeting him for the first time. We'll see how it goes. And she's like, you're crazy. Be safe. And you know what friends typically say. So we left it at that. But the visit was super fun. I just kept thinking like, what am I doing here? Like, is this wrong? Is this right? But I was honestly like so excited. But it's just like my nerves. Like, I don't know if any of you girls get nervous going into a visiting room, but I definitely do get nervous. Just very anxious each time. So I was super excited to meet him, and I hope he was too to meet
Yeah,
me.
of course.
I saw him come out of the door, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I'm marrying this guy! Like he's so fine." And we were always laughing on the phone, so I knew that chemistry was there already. Um, so yeah, that's basically what happened. I got out of the visit, and I called that friend to just check in with her, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I'm marrying this guy," but I still had to act like I wasn't going to. I had to keep my wall up. I couldn't let it down that easy. But um, I think that night was the night where I became his girlfriend, and then I became his fiance like 20 minutes later. So that's basically what happened and how we met, how we got engaged. Um, and now we're here. We're doing this podcast together. So, what did your mom think or your siblings?
Oh, well, my mom was first to know. She was uh, thinking I was a little crazy, thinking that I was just might maybe jumping to something too quick and soon, as well as maybe you were just here for the entertainment, or I don't know,
The
just
stigma of being with the inmate.
yeah. So she was for it. She's always gonna support me and whatever I decide to do. But she did have a little slight doubt of things. But as time went on and committed, I guess you can say we were to each other, and how you go out of your way to come visit me after my transfer, which was 3 hours away from home, and how as well as you would come by the house to see her on your days off when you did have time, and getting to know my family, So I think that gave her more confidence into what we had going on.
My mom thought I belonged in a mental institution. But she loves him now, you guys. Like straight loves him now. I think she's very grateful for him. He's definitely been the calm to my storm. Um, but yeah, my mom thought I was a little crazy. My aunt, she's like my bestie, but also mom figure too. And she was just, Mija, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. But she definitely, had her one eyebrow raised just to see what it was like, because no one ever knows what it's like, when someone's coming home from prison, or if they're gonna change, do everything they said they're gonna do. But Johnny has definitely been the epitome of doing what he said he's gonna do when he comes home, and I definitely do appreciate that. So that's pretty much why we wanted to do this whole podcast, is because we wanted to share our life with you, as far as like it is possible to be something after prison. And for my prison girlies, like you guys are so amazing, because it takes a lot. One of the hardest relationships is to be with somebody in prison, whether it's a good relationship, a bad relationship, I don't care. It's all hard. And family members who are, um, you know, helping their loved ones get through prison, or people who are serving life sentences, like it is so hard to be involved with somebody in any kind of way that's in prison. So we just want to share that there's hope out there, there's love out there, and there's people who support you. And for those who don't, then just let them keep walking, let them keep judging, because there's always something worth smiling about. And at the end of the day, um, he is living proof that it is worth the change. It's worth the wait. Now, would I like to do it again? No, but he has definitely shown that that's not something I ever have to worry about again. And um,
So I just want to add on to what Yvette was saying. Um, there is a lot of hope out here and a lot of room to grow and change. Don't ever give up on your dreams, your aspirations, as well as second chance of love. Everything's possible, anything's possible. And there's that stigma out there of people dating someone that is incarcerated. Um, there's the pros and the cons to it, you can say. Um, but you gotta, take your better judgment and try to pick that out as soon as possible. But you know,
so basically, just to go off more of what he said is that to use your better judgment in whatever you're doing, whether it be with dating somebody incarcerated or dating somebody out here that's not incarcerated. The world is crazy nowadays, so we definitely want to make sure you're safe, but also we want you to feel like here's a safe space for if you are dating somebody incarcerated, or if you have been incarcerated. There's hope, and we just want to spread that hope and everything we've been blessed with the past years that we have been married. Like I said, we got married 5 months after dating, basically. So we've been married for about what, almost 3 years. This no, 2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah, so we've been married for about 2.5 years. But those 2.5 years have been so much growth and so much like healing for us, and so much happiness. And it's not all peaches and cream, believe me, guys. Like there's days where we probably want to strangle both of each other, but we find ways to work through it, and we still are able to be in a very healthy relationship and give each other hope that love after all of this is what it really comes down to. Um, so what's to come this whole week? Thank you guys for definitely listening in and tuning in with us. It's been a long time coming. As far as sharing our story, because I know a lot of people like within our small town, his friends and family, and my friends and family, they have all wanted to know like the real story behind us. So definitely love that you guys have all tuned in, all the love and support you have given us. But really, what's to come the next weeks? More into our story, and just going into there. As far as I said, we're launching a business. We've launched this podcast. I'm on my way to graduating with my master's. We still both work full time jobs outside of this, so it is definitely something we'd love to share with you guys and have you guys tune in. We do have some special guests as far as like my aunt, his mom, some, I don't know, some friends, some family members,
My boss.
his boss, yes. So we do have a lot of people that have been big influence in our lives. And, who knows, maybe we'll have somebody that is currently behind bars to tell their story to us. And that way you guys can see that, you know, they are still regular human beings and they're still fighting for that second chance at life. So definitely tune in, guys. Thank you guys for the love and support. This is Two Worlds Collide. Next episode drops next Friday. Every Friday, you guys will have